So, we're going to have a new way of submitting our assignments. The reason for this is because I it was obvious to me after grading your assessments that there are many students who still are not completing all of their assignments. And to help me keep you up to date and keep you accountable for the work that you need to do in order to learn, I'm going to set it up so that you need to submit your work in order to move on to the next assignment. Now, of course, there will be ways that you can kind of trick the system into thinking that you've done the work when you really haven't. But I'm not really interested in helping students who are just trying to, you know, trick me into thinking that they did the work. I'm not really interested in that. If that's what you're going to do, then that's what you're going to do. But this is more just to help me see who's struggling, um, who's not doing all the work. Maybe that student needs some extra help. So I'll be able to see who is submitting work. I can click on your work to be able to see what that work actually looks like, which is what I will do periodically, not for everybody. It's just too much for me to look at everybody's assignments all the time, but I'll be spot checking it to see. So when you get an assignment, you need to follow these instructions in order to be able to submit your work. So this is what I want you to do. So you're going to find an assignment. Here's today's assignment. And instead of opening up a Google document that's already created for you through Schoology, we're going to click a link. So you're going to click this link, which will open up the document. Now, for you, this is going to be a view-only document. I created it so I'm able to edit this, but you will not be able to. You will need to go to File, make a copy, and then you should, in here, type your name. So that I can see who it is. And your own copy will be created. Now, from here, what I want you to do is I want you to do the work in your notebook, and then you will submit a picture of your work, just like you've done in the past, or should have done in the past, but many people were not. So you need to put the photo where it belongs in the classwork. If you need several photos, because you have several pages, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Once you've completed the assignment, you're going to download it as a PDF. File, download, PDF. So your computer will download the PDF. Make sure you pay attention to where it's going. I have my settings so that I get to choose where it goes. The default settings are usually that it goes to your downloads folder or your desktop. Make sure you know where it ended up. Then you hit save. So that PDF will be wherever you put it. You have to know where it is. Now, in order to turn it in order to submit this, which is the new requirement, you go to Schoology, and over here, you can't see it here, there's a button that says Submit. Now, I'm going to show you a different video right now that will show you how to submit from here. So this is another teacher from a different school showing how to submit an assignment. You have to click on that button that says Submit Assignment, click on Upload, and then click on that little button there that says File. Once you click that, you will be taken to a menu that looks like this, where you have to find your PDF. So you're looking for your PDF. You know where you put it. Only you know that. So you have to go into the right folder where you have your PDF that you just downloaded. You choose it. Once you do that, you go down there, click Open, and it shows up in Schoology right there, but you're not done. You have to hit Submit. Right? You don't have to make any comments there. Not necessary. You just hit Submit, and then it will show up on the right over there. Finally, I'm going to have the settings set up so that you need to have submitted your work in order to be able to move on to the next part. So here you can see that Classwork 3.1 is set up so that you must make a submission before moving on to the next assignment. I will be able to see who has done the work so far. So far nobody has because you haven't had a chance to yet, right? But I'll be able to see how much of the work you have submitted. Then I can go in and look and see if your work is actually quality work or not. So that's what we're going to do. This will help me keep you accountable. Of course, you can get around the system if you really want to figure out how to do that. But again, I'm not interested in trying to trick you into learning. Either you want to learn and you're going to do all the work, or you're not. And it's pretty much that simple. So if you have any questions, if this was confusing, please let me know. And I can help lead you in the right direction, because you're not going to be able to do Classwork 3.2 next class if you don't do these things before then.